Karina baby, for the 14th we have the early bird. The early bird may catch a worm, or so I've often heard. But in a topsy-turvy world, the worm would catch the bird. Alright, so if it was the opposite, the worm would catch the bird. Karina baby, you're not forgotten. No matter what, I remember your birthday. I remember the day that you're born. I remember what you looked like when you were born. I had you. I held you for the first 6 months of your life. I did the continuum concept. I started from day 1 with a reading program, Your Baby Can Learn. I started reading you 2 story times a day. We did the reading program every single day, twice a day as well. Mama engaged with you constantly. I was constantly wearing you. You were on my chest. You heard the reverberations of my voice. So you learned how to speak very, very early. You learned how to sign very early. You learned how to pick out the foods that you wanted and to pick out the foods that you liked and the colors that you liked and the things that you wanted to do very early because I gave you that communication setup. I wanted you to be able to communicate and tell me what you needed. If you ever pointed at something and just went, what's the word? Tell me it. Do you want the blue ball? Is that what you're on to? Or do you want to go on the swing that's behind it? You have to tell me what you want in order for you to get it. Right? So you would tell me what you wanted, what you needed, where you wanted to go, where you didn't want to go. If you just wanted to take a break that day. I let you pick out the activities that we did as you got older. I let you pick out where you wanted to go. Everything except for story time and play dates you had to go to. Had to. You need the interaction with other kids. You need to be around other people. You need to be in environments where people do things differently than I do them or than Papa does them. All right? You need to be able to adapt. You need to be able to survive. You need to be able to be there. And yes, that counts from the day that you're born. From the day that you're born. You are constantly learning about your environment, yourself, and others from the day that you're born. And so I wanted you to have those abilities. So I even did early intervention with you just to make sure that you were everything on track. And you were more than on track. You were advanced, very advanced. You were 14 months old and they skilled you out at 2.5 years old. Okay? You are able to excel to be anything that you want to be because I gave you a great foundation. Someone who holds their baby for the first 6 months of their life and feeds them on demand and tries to teach them about themselves and others and tries to have them own their own body and think for themselves, that mama's not going to forget that baby. No mama's going to forget their baby. But a mama that puts that much time, energy, and effort into you, you're not forgotten for a second. Ever. Never will be. Even if you tell me you don't want to see me, I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to hold you. I want to take you places when we get there. Right now, over video is fine with me. There's nothing wrong with seeing your mama. There's nothing wrong with loving both of your parents. Love is shared. This is something that Papa and I feel differently about. But for Mama, I view it as love is shared, right? The more love you share, the more love grows. If you divide love, right? Little. Ooh, it's divided so much. Love isn't growing in that environment, right? Love isn't divided, honey. Love is very much so shared. Shared, open, want to be with everybody, right? It's okay to love me and to love Papa. Just because you love me doesn't mean it's taking away from Papa. Okay? I love you and I miss you. I know that you said that you didn't want to hear this book and that you only like Anna, not Elsa anymore, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. And that you only want to listen to Inuyasha books, and that's fine. Mama's getting those for you. At least I'm going to try. I'm trying to get you everything that you said. All right? You're not forgotten. I do love you. I will always love you. Just then, the morning bell chimed. The sun is peeking over the high mountain at the edge of Georgie. It looked like the start of a beautiful day. Elsa shivered, feeling excited. The big moment had finally arrived. "Are you sure you've got this?" she asked Kristoff. Kristoff nodded. "I'm sure. Don't let anyone in before we're ready," Elsa called to Kristoff. She froze the gaggola on the side of the castle for good measure. I won't, Khrushchev said. His hat and his clothes felt itchy since this morning's bath. He wanted to lean against the pillar to stretch and didn't touch anything. Khrushchev blinked. I'm just going to stand here, he reassured her. I'm probably going to walk around a little, Olaf announced. He loved seeing all the decorations, and with all the frosty and the icy things at the cake topped and the cake topper to the cake. Keep an eye on the castle, Elsa called back to Kristoff. Then she ducked inside the castle's main entrance. Kristoff looked at Seven. He lowered his voice and pretended to speak as the reindeer. She thinks you're an idiot. Well, clearly she's wrong, Kristoff said in his real voice. He turned back to work. My birthday, she exclaimed happily. All is going to be perfect. Elsa pulled her little sister out of bed. Anna's eyes widened with happiness as Elsa led her to the closet. The first step was a brand new dress. Elsa had worked with Andrella's finest seamstress to create something extra special. She just hoped it would fit as perfectly and as seamlessly as the seamstress had promised. Anna grasped with delight when she saw her new dress. It was beautiful, a teal skirt decorated with bright yellow sunflowers, with a darker bodice featuring a flower design in the center. At the top of it was a short jacket covered with embroidering flowers. I love it, Anna cried, twirling. It's perfect for the summer solstice. Elsa did not know that it's the summer solstice right now. I mean, today, she hugged the dress. And it's also your birthday. I know, but the dress is perfect for both. I love the sunflowers, Anna explained. Achoo! Elsa sneezed. When she sneezed, two tiny snowflakes popped into existence. Just behind her, neither sister noticed that the two creatures spun in Madra and tumbled to the ground. They scampered out the door. Bless you, Anna said. Thank you, Elsa replied. Then, with a magical flourish, Elsa created a new dress for herself, too. It was a long, frosty, pale green dress. Whoa, Anna said, with a smile. Elsa waved her hand and added an icy glow to Anna's dress as well. Fancy, Anna added. This truly was her best birthday ever. Then Elsa held up a piece of string that trailed onto the floor. She smiled and handed it the end to Anna. Just follow the string. The string, Anna stared. Then a happy grin grew across her face as she realized that it was a part of her birthday fun. She quickly followed the string out of her room and into the hallway. Elsa laughed, watching Anna crawl under a large chair and over a small table. The string kept going. Finally, Anna stepped at a suit of armor, where the string was right onto the helmet. Curious, Anna reached inside the helmet and pulled out a birthday sparkly bracelet. Whoa! I didn't expect this, delighted Anna placed the bracelet on her wrist. It was her. It fit her exactly. Of course it did. Elsa had planned everything. Anna turned to hug her sister. This was turning out to be a wonderful birthday. Elsa laughed. Then, with a mischievous smile, she pointed, and that was when Anna realized there was more string to follow. The birthday treasure hunt was not over yet. Anna's heart raced. The string extended from one armor to another way down the hall. She ran to follow the string, slipping on the floor. She was having so much fun. Be careful, Elsa laughed. No need to rush. It was hard to tell who was more excited, Anna or Elsa. Anna revealed the string from the giant brass doorknob and followed it under the rug. She went onto a hallway and saw that there was string was wrapped around a small plant. Anna followed the string onto another room where she found a huge armoire. It had lots of drawers and knobs, and the string she wrapped around all of them. It was a trick to unravel everything, but the string finally led Anna to a small door at the top of the armoire. She opened it and peered into a dark space. Oh, look, she cried. Inside was a little Olaf clocked clock, and the clock began to chime. As Anna pulled it out of the armoire, suddenly a tiny Olaf figure popped out of the clock. Summer, it announced. Anna giggled. Not finished yet, Elsa said. Anna picked up the clock and kept following the string. This time it led her out onto the balcony. There were sunflowers tied to the railing. Elsa handed Anna a huge a huge bouquet. Anna was delighted. Then she saw something Olaf's little bee. She warned Elsa. Elsa turned her eyes with wide. A bee stung. A bee sting could ruin Anna's birthday. Elsa moved to shoo it away. And achoo, she sneezed. Well, that scared away the bee, Elsa thought. At the same time, several wiggling little snowmen appeared into the air and dropped off the balcony. Neither sister noticed. So what's happening here? Anna and Elsa are trying to have fun together, right? Doing lots of things. And Elsa keeps sneezing and these little beings keep going into existence, right? Karina, I love you. And I miss you so much. And I can't wait to see you again soon. I hope that you have a good meeting on Monday or Tuesday, and I hope that you're doing okay. I hope you're really doing okay. I always think about you. Not forgotten. Ever. Let's do... Oh, say, oh playmate, come out and play with me, and bring your dollies 3, climb up my apple tree, shout down my rain barrel, slide down my cellar door, and we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. It was a sunny day. She could not go out to play. She said with tearful eyes, my dolly's got the flu. Boo hoo 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 hoo. I ain't got no rain barrel. I ain't got no cellar door. But we'll be jolly friends forevermore, more. Karina, I love you so much, and I miss you. I hope you're enjoying your day, honey.